Because some walls hide people. In November 2022, police in Seattle received dozens of noise complaints from residents living inside an old apartment complex on the edge of downtown. Every complaint sounded almost identical. People reported hearing a young woman crying for help late at night from apartment 409. The problem was, apartment 409 had been empty for nearly 8 months. The building itself was old but popular among college students and young professionals. Nothing unusual had ever happened there before, at least nothing officially reported. The previous tenant of apartment 409 was a 23-year-old nursing student named Olivia Harper. According to friends, Olivia was quiet, smart, and extremely careful. She rarely trusted strangers, but on April 17th, she suddenly vanished without warning. Her car remained parked outside the apartment. Her wallet, keys, and phone were still inside. The only thing missing was Olivia herself. Police initially believed she left voluntarily. Until investigators entered the apartment, nothing inside looked disturbed. The TV was still running. A half-finished cup of coffee sat on the kitchen counter, and Olivia's bedroom lamp was still on. But detectives noticed something strange near the bathroom door. Tiny scratches, as if someone had desperately tried clawing their way out. Then, forensic teams found traces of blood beneath the apartment carpet. Not enough for a crime scene, but enough to worry investigators. Still, without a body, the case slowly went cold, until the noise complaints began months later. Residents living near apartment 409 claimed they heard a woman whispering through the walls after midnight, sometimes crying, sometimes begging for help. One neighbor recorded audio on her phone around 2:11 a.m. The recording was later leaked online. At first, the audio sounded like static. Then a faint female voice whispered, "He's still here." The internet exploded with theories. Some believed Olivia had been murdered. Others thought someone was secretly living inside the empty apartment. Police searched apartment 409 again. No signs of forced entry. No evidence anyone had entered for months. But when detectives reviewed old security footage from the building, they found something disturbing. Every night around 2 a.m., the elevator stopped on the 4th floor, even though nobody was visible entering or exiting. A new detective named Rachel Monroe became obsessed with the case. Unlike other officers, Rachel believed Olivia never actually left the building. She began interviewing tenants again. That's when several residents mentioned a maintenance worker named Victor Lane. Victor had worked in the building for years. Quiet guy, always kept to himself. But residents often noticed him wandering the halls late at night, carrying tools. Rachel discovered something even stranger. Victor had master keys to every apartment in the building, including apartment 409. Police brought Victor in for questioning. At first, he remained calm, almost emotionless. He claimed he barely knew Olivia, but detectives noticed scratches covering both of his hands. Victor said they came from repair work. Then, Rachel asked him a simple question. Why does the elevator stop on the 4th floor every night? For the first time, Victor smiled, not nervous, not scared, just smiling. Then he quietly answered, "Maybe someone still lives there." Police searched Victor's maintenance room the following morning. Hidden beneath old paint cans and broken equipment, they discovered dozens of photographs. Women living inside the apartment building, sleeping, cooking, undressing. completely unaware they were being watched. And every single photograph had dates written on the back, including multiple pictures of Olivia Harper. The newest one was taken 3 days after she officially disappeared. Detectives immediately obtained a warrant to tear apart apartment 409. Inside the bathroom wall, they discovered a narrow hidden crawl space running between apartments, barely large enough for someone to move through silently. Investigators followed the tunnel deeper into the building and eventually reached a small hidden room directly above Olivia's bedroom ceiling. Inside, they found food wrappers, water bottles, a dirty mattress, and hundreds of tiny peepholes drilled into the walls. Someone had been secretly watching tenants for years. Then, investigators found Olivia's necklace hidden beneath the mattress, but Olivia herself was still missing. Victor Lane disappeared the same night police discovered the hidden room. His truck was later found abandoned near a forest outside Tacoma. No fingerprints, no sign of struggle, nothing. Authorities launched a massive manhunt, but Victor vanished completely. Then things became even more horrifying, because 2 weeks later, another woman living in the same apartment building disappeared. Apartment 412. Detective Rachel Monroe refused to abandon the case. She believed Victor was still hiding somewhere inside the building, watching, waiting. One night she stayed alone in apartment 409 with only a flashlight and audio recorder. At first, nothing happened. Hours passed in silence. Then at exactly 2:11 a.m., Rachel heard movement inside the wall behind her bedroom, a soft scraping sound, slow, careful, human. She aimed her flashlight toward the vent. The noise stopped instantly. Then her recorder captured a whisper so quiet she almost missed it. "Don't let him see you awake." Rachel froze. Her breathing became shaky. Then another sound echoed above the ceiling. Footsteps. Crawling. Directly over her head. Rachel pulled her gun and backed toward the apartment door. Suddenly, the bathroom mirror shattered violently, and a voice whispered from inside the wall, "She made the same mistake." Rachel fired twice into the wall. Silence. Complete silence. Backup officers arrived minutes later, but nobody was found inside the tunnels. Only one thing remained: fresh handprints, still wet, as if someone had been standing there seconds earlier, watching her. Victor Lane was never captured. Olivia Harper was never found. And according to current residents, apartment 409 is still empty, but sometimes late at night, tenants on the 4th floor still hear a woman crying softly through the walls, begging someone to help her, before another voice suddenly whispers, "Too late." Police heard crying from an empty apartment.